Okay, so today I just wanted to show you how to use Trello to do a very simple project management workflow. This is something that I've used at a couple of different projects that I've done before. The idea here is to have something really lightweight without the complexities of something like Asana or Jira or any so-called agile workflow. What we want to do here is to allow your team to have an idea of who's working on what has been prioritized, and also to be able to better track progress that is being made. Some of the concepts here are very similar to those used in the Kanban approach, but here I am focusing a lot more on being able to coordinate the efforts of a small team. So as you can see on the screen, we have a Trello workspace here. What we're going to do is we're going to create a quick new board. You can use a template here, but I'm just going to start with a simple blank board. We're just going to have I'm just going to say project management board. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to create this board. Very simple. There are 4 columns that we're going to add here. So we're going to call one or a list in Trello terms. So we're going to call one backlog, second one as prioritized, in progress, and done. Okay. So the idea here, let's see, we're going to call it done, right? So the idea here is that all of your work that you've decided, anything that comes to mind that needs to be done, goes into the backlog, right? So let's say I'm going to let's add a few items to our backlog. We'll call write a blog post, post to social media, post to Twitter, pay, subscription, bill, write some code. Okay. Now these are all the tasks that we need to do. Every week there should be a prioritization meeting. In the past, I've done this in the beginning of the week on a Monday morning. The team gets together on a video call or in some sort of meeting, and what we do is we go through and decide what is it that we're going to work on this week. Okay, so let's say we're going to prioritize 3 different things. We're going to write a blog post, we're going to post to Twitter, we're going to write some code. Okay, so these are the priorities. These are the tasks that we've decided we're going to use, the tasks we're going to do this week. Now the idea here is you at any given point when somebody's doing some work, you know exactly what has been prioritized and you can pick up the task. So what we say is, okay, I'm done. I'm starting my week, and the first task I'm going to do is write a blog post. Okay, so you can then click on your card in Trello. You can add the member, right? So I'm going to be doing this this work, so I've added it to myself, and I can say Rishi started this task. There you go. Save. So now every time some work moves from the prioritized board to the in progress board, you make sure that there is somebody who is assigned to the task. The idea of the in progress board here is that this is your snapshot of what work is going on at the moment. This is supposed to be your work in progress. And the idea here is that at any given time, anybody in your team has only one item that is supposed to be in progress. So we want to avoid the situation where you have one person who has 3 or 4 different things that they're doing. In order to be effective, in my experience, the best way of moving forward is to make sure that each person has one item associated with them. Now, when you finish the task, whoever has been associated with the item goes off and dumps it in the done column. Okay. Now, this is a very, very simple little workflow, but this workflow can be really used to build pretty complex project management approaches, right? So you could start recording how much time you've spent from when something goes from in progress to done. You could then collect that data over a period of different weeks to see roughly how long how long each task is taking. When somebody picks up a task from the prioritized queue, you make sure that they put in how long they think the time will take, and then when they move it from the in progress to the done queue, they can record how much time it actually took. You can then use that data to figure out how effective and efficient your estimation processes are being, and so on. So there's a lot of different things that can be done here, but the main point, the main takeaways here are a couple, right? One is you want to make sure that any item that is being picked up to work on has been prioritized, and your prioritization processes are done in conjunction with the team. So there might be times when doing some work outside of what has been agreed has to happen, right? It might be an urgent requirement, it might be some change during the week, whatever it is. But in most cases, we want to make sure that whatever work is being picked up has been prioritized through a well-defined prioritization process. At any given time, a person should only have one card or ticket associated with them in the in progress list or column. And then when that work is done, you need to make sure that we move it from the in progress to the done column. Now, when you do your next round of planning, when you are looking at prioritizing what's next in the backlog, you can clean up your done column. Some folks in the past use a hidden list. You can call it archived or something like that, or you can just move it to a different board in Trello. So you can also keep track of what work has been done in the past. Make sure that the backlog the backlog remains a repository of any ideas that come in. But you don't need to have super detailed cards in the backlog. Usually, as part of the prioritization process, the team would assess whether there is enough information in the card, which you can then use to kind of do the work. Okay, so this is a very simple little outline or approach to using Trello for project management. Okay, I hope this was useful.